Hey guys, FilthyRobot here, continuing our Imperial Ideals campaign with Arumba. Arumba, some time ago, when I was picking ideas, I was saying I rarely find it necessary to pick up ideas that improve the strength of my military units because I don't need it versus the AI. How are you feeling about that statement now? Does that sound like a bit of a novice statement?
I would say against the Commonwealth, it's certainly an issue.
What are their ideas? I haven't looked at their ideas. I've just not even looked yet. Okay, so cav cost. All right, production efficiency, stab cost, national manpower, infantry combat ability 10%, cav combat ability plus 33%, regiment cost, discipline, morale of armies 15%, discipline 5%. Holy, okay. Do I get to see their finishers anywhere?
Yeah, it's the very one, the one at the very end. Polish ambitions is the finisher.
Okay.
So the thing that stacks that makes it so dangerous is they've got the discipline plus 5, the morale of armies plus 15, and then the cavalry combat ability and infantry combat ability. Those things all stack together, get really, really strong. And he took defensive ideas, which gives him
a huge morale boost.
It's not multiplicative, but when you have the defensive boost from defensive ideas and your national ideas give you morale, that's why he has such a stupid amount of morale.
And he is Catholic. Does that do anything for combat? I don't know what the Catholic bonuses are for combat. Any of them influential there?
He could take.
By the way, I have a thought.
That army? Go ahead.
Can we get it says right now, I can't claim the title of Defender of the Faith because I need 500 gold. Now, is it worth the 5% morale, the minus monthly war exhaustion, I feel like, is it worth one of us grabbing Defender of the Faith right now for bonuses?
We would potentially have to defend Protestant miners if anyone else big attacks them. That's the risk, is that you get a defensive call, anyone that attacks a Protestant. You stop being the defender, yeah. I'm not sure.
Is there anyone in this war who's not in this world who's not engaged? I mean, if I look at the world right now,
if you had the money,
not a lot of the world left in here that's not doing any war.
If you had the money, the monthly war exhaustion and the morale of armies plus 5 are both definitely very, very good.
I'm gonna start buying war exhaustion down. By the way, I'm only at 2, but I'm buying it down anyways.
Yeah, I'm at 2.16 right now.
I just think it's better to do that early. Okay. So we ready to unpause?
Yes, I am ready to unpause. By the way, the best looking target to me at this exact moment is the French army in Koblenz. Defensive fort.
And where?
Koblenz, to our east. Okay. South of my army in Berg right now.
Can they dogpile onto that? They can dogpile onto that. But they're not in the same war, right? Commonwealth is not in the same. Oh, fuck! I always get my wars confused and I have multiple wars up. So the French conquest of this, Commonwealth is not in that, so they cannot dogpile onto that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Do you want to shift some troops over and try to grab that?
Well, the French, like the Commonwealth, should still be able to reinforce because they hate both of us. They're still hostile to both of us, even though they're not allies with France in this war.
Oh, so they can throw units onto that then.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a max combat width thing in defensive terrain. That's our best scenario. Like, there's no other location we're gonna find that's gonna be better than being the defender.
Yeah, but there is something better than being the defender there. The better is knocking France out of the war so we don't ever have to fight their troops. So the question is, are we going to get enough? If we siege that capital and we take another coastal fort, we're going to have enough reasons to get them out of the war without having to deal with that stack?
I'm 90% sure, I would say. If we get Paris, I can at least get a white piece. I'm at negative 26 reasons right now. 5 of it is because of him holding the capital. And the capital itself is going to be worth a lot of war score.
I don't think we engage that then, because all that's going to happen is we fight that. We might get favorable exchanges, but we're going to lose that fight in the end because they're going to throw 100k, 200k troops on top of that.
Well, the alternative is that we just sit and watch our countries get sieged down. No, it isn't,
because we have to win that fight. We have to bring the cannons east. To siege France out, we have to bring our cannons southwest. So cannons can't go both locations. So we either need them for the fight to give it the best odds, or we need to go west and get Paris out. And I don't think we can do it if we go east.
Yeah. All right. Let's just go for Paris. I'm going to send most of my troops to the west then. I'm going to be... Are you stopping in Antwerpen, or are you just heading through there?
I'm going to Picardy, and I'm going to siege it for war score.
Okay. I'm going to hang out in Brabant, get some morale recovery. Remember, you get more morale recovery in your own land, so you're too far away from your own land.
Morale right now.
Okay.
So I don't think it matters.
So
the biggest problem right now is actually attrition. I can't find provinces that are small enough to stand in, so I'm gonna go stand in their stuff and maybe.
How is the southern front looking? Castile has occupied a fort, and Aragon has as well. And annoyingly,
transferred.
Castile is annoyingly focusing on their initial war with Granada rather than helping me. Stupid bastards. Okay, Denmark has levied war taxes, and thank you, Denmark, for fighting my rebels for me, the Bremians. It's good. Like to see that. What do I value more, the recovery tick or loot? Do I have a 5 maneuver general? I do not. Actually, kind of value the loot. No, I don't. I value the recovery rate.
Go on, pause quick.
Sorry, do or don't?
Go ahead now. I said to assign a siege leader.
Okay, I'm on Paris. I'm a little concerned that the French might see that siege and then throw like 60, 70k troops at that. And if they hit that 20 stack without us seeing it coming, then they'll probably stack wipe it. It's a bare minimum siege. Just
don't stand recovery. Go stand in Champagne so you can reinforce that. I
can't afford to suffer attrition and not get full reinforcement, you crazy man. I need to...
It would be nice if you could do everything. You got to make these decisions.
Why is my individual war score with France only at 4?
Probably lost a shit ton of fights.
Defender controls Utrecht 7.2. Munster occupied by France. Munster, what?
Did they transfer it?
Yeah, they've got that fort. Ah, that's right. Muscovy occupied Munster and then gave it to France. Damn it. Annoying. The only person in any of the 3 wars that I'm in right now that isn't enthusiastic is Austria, and he doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know. It drives me nuts, too. I can't knock Austria out from that.
Well, the good news is we start off with a 7% chance of... 43-day siege of Koblenz. Fantastic. But we start off with a 7% chance of taking Paris. And it takes 24 days per siege tick, so... Things look bleak, but
France is coming back our way. So we should potentially pick a spot like Namur. So... I guess he's gonna... I just ran into a siege, besieging out my vassal. Okay.
That is a defensive fort. I don't want to fight him, though. I think you're right. I think we just gotta hope that... I mean, Paris is already at a 28% chance. Worst case scenario, I see us here for like 6 months tops, probably only 2 or 3 more, and I'll have Paris.
Yeah, I'm very curious what the score will do once you have Paris. But like, our territories are starting to get pretty occupied, and their forces are moving west. We gotta get France out of this war.
Mm-hmm. The French declaring was not part of the plan, if you remember.
And well, the French declaring wasn't part of the plan, but it wasn't that big a deal. Though actually, I don't know. I feel like it got worse when Muscovy teamed in on us.
Yeah, because you didn't technically need to join my war to be still hostile. Yeah. Like, well, actually, no, you weren't hostile to France until you joined. So I would have been on my own against France. But you joining my war, I was probably better off fighting France on my own versus having Muscovy join. Because Muscovy's the one that came in, and they're the ones occupying all of your stuff right now.
Yeah.
Hey, that's brilliant there. Ravensburg is your vassal? Mm-hmm. He's marching to Cleves right now. Could you tell one of your armies to be attachable and tell your vassal to be supportive so that he doesn't just stand up on his own like that?
My vassals are supportive. Okay. I can re-allow them to attach. I turn it on and I turn it off when I need it off and forget to turn it on. So yep.
Yeah. Problem is probably your armies are also so close to the force limit that he doesn't want to attach to them. So you need to make one of your armies a little bit smaller to give him a target. Something. A bunch of people just became states or whatever. Okay, fantastic. Stop telling me.
What's going on with this? Reform the tribe of... Holy crap. All right.
Basically, there's a colonial nation or something over there that's bordering everyone, and so they're all like adopting new governments and stuff.
Okay.
Come on, 42% chance. Take Paris. Let's do it. Come on, take it. Water shortage. Food shortage. Great.
I'm getting pretty occupied right now.
You know you're suffering attrition in Hainaut?
They just started when they reinforced.
Well, the French are currently at negative 33 reasons for peace. They think they're making gains, even though their capital's...
gains.
I can't believe how shitty these sieges are going. I've got this amazing general. They finally... The Danish just took my war goal back with them, so now my war score with the Danish is going to be going in the wrong direction. Your vassal looks like he's trying to get his army suicided.
Yep, he's probably feeling a little stuck.
I'm almost fully occupied. Do you realize this?
Yeah, we're in bad shape.
This war is going brutally bad.
Okay, well.
Let's see what happens in the 57% tick. If I get capital of France, I think something could happen here. Defender's Desert. God damn it.
All right, 2 seconds. I want to look around, see if I can do any of these pieces here.
All right. Okay, okay, this is beautiful. We've got to fight the army in Holland because the only way that they can get there is through the strait from Friesland. So any reinforcements from Austria or Poland or Brandenburg are going to take a straight crossing penalty if they get locked into combat after we stack wipe the army of Denmark. But you're not hostile to Denmark, so I've got to go do it.
I'm hostile to Denmark.
Oh, you are?
Yep.
Why? Oh, right, because of your war. It's a separate war, but you are hostile to him. Got it. Is that really the fastest route?
I'm going to take this coastal fort in a couple months here. What's the war score right now in France for piecing? Oh, you don't have Paris yet. Okay. I'm concerned. Problem is we can't win any fights. We cannot win a fucking single fight.
All right, well, I'm going to abandon the defense of my force, my siege of Paris, and I'm going to go try to do this thing against Denmark.
Do you want to take this? Okay.
Okay, what?
Oh, we have Aachen right now. I guess Aachen's at 62% to fall. That's a woods fort.
Yeah,
must
Denmark,
be troops near it.
Denmark says, no, I don't want to deal with that. He'll be gone on the 27th. I can't get him in time.
Okay.
Damn. I will be there on the 30th. Is there like a buzzing in the background? Is that your phone?
No, it's not my phone. I live in an apartment complex. Every so often, they come in and decide that they will clean. As they turn an apartment over, they will whatever, power wash the floor. It's not power washing, whatever the hell it is. That's that. And that will happen till they leave.
Hey, lovely.
Yep.
All right, come on. God damn it, game. 6 days from now, I have a 71% chance of taking the capital of Paris. The capital of France, also known as Paris. It's 27th, 2nd. As we hang out in Sealand. Bender's Desert, of course. I mean, why would we actually make progress? We need to go all the way to 100%.
Have you broken the walls?
No, I haven't even breached the goddamn walls. I got 5 siege bonus. I have 5 chances out of 14 to breach the walls, and I haven't gotten a single breach in, let's see, 122 days. It's great. It's good. It's good. It's what I've come to expect.
Aragon's up here now fighting. That's good. It's getting dogpiled as it happens, but that's good. I am spending lives to take this fort. The fort seems to have higher morale than I do, though. I don't understand how that's possible. So I'm going to reinforce my fort siege.
It's because the troops that you are attacking are infantry based on the infantry of the owner's type. So whatever the French morale is of his units determines the morale of the garrison.
What happens if I do this fight and I don't win versus the garrison?
And you just stand there with no morale and get stack wiped by an enemy?
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. I just didn't want the siege to end. All right, you ready to unpause or what?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm kind of poking out, trying to get some one stack wipe. Little battles. Overruns. If I can. You'll be gone on the 25th. I can be there on the 23rd. I mean, there's just like lots of little guys over here that I can actually...
Yeah, if you gobble them up and get a war score, do it.
I mean, do you see this battle?
I used 5... It's not 5 per turn, right? It's just 5 once to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I just siege this down now. It was like... So we have another fort here. I can just transfer control to you, right? Yeah.
I actually, surprisingly, I only have 2 war score against France right now because... Leipzig is worth 2.4. Munster's worth 2.5. Ulm is worth 2.4. So Ulm, that is your province. Yep, you being occupied
gives you negative war score. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, what's your individual war score against France right now?
Well, I just transferred my fort away, so it's 0. I guess I could look. Sue for peace, individual. Like, I have minus 35.
Would he let you white peace?
No. He's minus 70 reasons.
Okay. I'm at negative 23. If we take the damn capital with 85% chance tomorrow, God fucking damn it. I swear to God. I just rolled. I can't roll to get a freaking siege bonus, but I can roll a negative. I can roll a 1. I can roll a 1 when you really need it. Are you kidding me?
No, I need to pause still.
Oh my god. Apologize about the language, but I get a little bit upset with this goddamn dice game occasionally. Dice are so retarded. They are just so stupid.
Alright, I'm ready to unpause.
Ugh. I know why they're in the game. I know that it adds this element of frustration, and apparently that's a desirable feature. But gosh damn it, seriously. Alright, where am I going to go from here? I've got to get back over to Bremen.
I think you should seize more French forts. That's what I think you should do.
I really don't think we're going to need another French fort. Even though
How
that
have you
disease
lost progress? Weren't you at 85 a minute ago?
Because the disease outbreak killed some of my cannons, and now I have 9,910, which means I've lost one bonus.
Oh, get wrecked.
Yeah, we're both getting wrecked.
Yep.
Here comes another roll. Oh my god, it actually fell. Can you believe it? I can't. He's at -6 reasons for white peace.
Okay.
He's on medium enthusiasm. He is not willing to take it just yet. I could surrender to him. I could just give him, like, war reps.
I don't think that's necessary. I think they were going to get a white piece versus him in a second.
I just want to...
medium with me. Would you like me to try to... I might be able to individual piece him, but I don't think I have enough war score. No. I don't think that's the way to do it. I think you're going to get... he's going to get repeated... Is it over time? Continued loss over time to have that fort sieged?
No, I've been getting a ticking war score this whole time. It's up to 9.2. He'll get a lot of war exhaustion from having it occupied, but...
That will, I think if you wait a little bit, it will discourage him, right?
Yes, I just don't really want to wait any amount of time because I'm worried about how this whole thing is going.
Yep. It's not going well, is it?
No, it's really, really not.
Okay.
All right, I guess we unpause and we wait and see what happens to the French. I'm going to bring my siege stack back up and focus my attention on the armies that actually matter. It was nice to see, by the way, that the Ottomans had like an 80 stack, and they have a 3-star general. They've got a 363.
That's incredible.
Over there. So hopefully, now that you've designated, see how he's actually like over here, he's doing stuff. It's kind of useful.
That is useful. I'm glad you pointed that out, because I haven't used that before. Something that was probably brought up briefly. We are spending a lot of time paused.
Sorry, this is how I play often when I'm single player.
When you're scared? It's like a lot of
pausing. When it's a dicey war, yeah, it's very important to pause. And this is what we want to see. We want to see, look at this. The Ottomans are fighting with 80k troops against Denmark. That's beautiful. Please keep doing this. Ottomans, sacrifice all of your young people.
All right, we're about to get a huge stack of Muscovy troops in here. Are you able to reinforce this right now?
Where?
South. It's coming east into Baroy.
Burgundy? Burgundy?
No, he's north of Burgundy. See him? He's in the yellow. He's in Alsace right now.
I can't see any. It's fog of war for me. In Alsace?
There's a 27k stack. It's moving into Metz right now. I've got 21k in Baroy, and I would like to. That's a defensive position. It's woods again over a river. Kind of be nice to hold that. His maneuver general is 1, so I have a better maneuver. Actually, I don't know if I have a general in there. No, I do have a better maneuver general in there. I have 2 maneuver general. So we can hold that province there. They can't reinforce. The nearest stack after that is France, which is 4 out. It feels like this would not be a terrible time.
I don't think he's going to engage you.
You know?
No. He'll get to Metz, and then he knows you've got a 30k in Champagne, and he knows you got the 20k, and I don't see him doing that.
That'd be fine too. I don't need him to engage me. I just don't want to. I don't want to give up this position because I'm sieging another fort. And if France is super close to giving in to their war, if I siege this fort, then I can get this fort out, and then we can transfer it to you. Then we can get France out of this war. So I don't want to give up this position right now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay. I think we let a little bit of time run. I want to see how this Ottomans fight goes.
I'm not ready for a little bit of time quite yet.
Sorry.
Just need
Look at
to...
that. Every army that was sieging you just is now converging on that battle with the Ottomans.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, ridiculous.
But hey, Abdul Hamid Piale just rolled a 13. It's pretty solid. I wish he would take Tech 16, please.
Yeah,
He's still on military Tech 15. If he had Tech 16...
Okay. You can unpause.
What was Tech 16? Did we get morale? No, we didn't. What did we get at 16? I forgot.
I wish I told you, but I think it's artillery, and I think if it's artillery fire +1 and something else.
Okay, he just won, which is fantastic because other people are locked in, and he just won the battle, giving him a 50% morale bump.
Yep.
And hopefully he's got enough time that he can consolidate his troops. Actually, no, he's only got 1 day. He won't be able to shift consolidate. That's okay, though. That was really good. Good job, Automan.
Yeah,
We're
right.
impressed by your behavior and your performance. White peace with the French is at 0 reasons right now, so he is within 1 month of accepting a white peace. I'm assuming we just want to white peace him. I don't think that we can push our luck and actually
No,
go
I don't
for any
want to
kind of a
push our
victory.
luck. I just want him out of the war.
Man, the Ottomans are doing a great job of trying in that fight there. All right,
Yeah, they
I
need military
can
expansion.
knock the French out now.
Yeah, good. Do it.
I can also take 46 ducats from him.
Don't care about the ducats. I get all of my forts back, right?
Anything that was occupied by the French, yes. Which might also screw over the Commonwealth if his army is now spawned inside zones of control. He won't be able to... They cheat on zone of control, but if they're trapped within a perfect ring of zone of control, then they can't cheat. They can only cheat if they have any route of access available to them. So, like, for example, that army in Bourget is now within the zone of control of Salzburg.
Yeah.
So it should not be allowed to leave. It should be stuck around Salzburg.
I'm so glad Muscovy's out now. That's really big. Now I can actually do some stuff like reinforce an Ottoman stack from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
That would be kind of nice. I got all my vassals on the siege. Like, everybody's much happier all of a sudden with that, including myself. Okay, so what are we looking at?
We're looking at it taking a break and coming back in the next episode, unfortunately.
Okay, soon.
See you in a bit.